Because you might find out that Big Mike is around. While you trying to raise.
Nigga, DS1. Shout out to DS1. Sleep Shade. Sheep Stay Sleep TV. That's my guy. DS1 Raw. Shout out to that man. Nigga bringing that contest. Dice, what up? Skin and Bones, you already. David, good day, boy. Yo, welcome aboard, gentlemen. Appreciate the likes early. I know y'all dipped out, but we here.
Don't even think about that part.
What up, though? TGI Money Day. What's the word?
Big Mike's there. It's truly unfortunate.
TGI Money Day.
Very unfortunate, sir.
And when I say that because it's Money Day. It's Monday. Nigga still got a J.O. Bizzle. I'm alive and I'm breathing and all is well. Yo, what's good? What's good? I'm out. Good to see you, Brody. Happy Money Day. Yes, sir. That's my guy. That's my maniac co-worker. They got the scooter with the loudest. Got the loudest system in the world on it. Everything that dude do is loud. He talk loud. The horn on his truck is loud. The nigga's scooter, the system on his scooter is loud as I don't know what. It don't make no sense, son. But yo, listen, you see my thumbnail? My thumbnail. No more. You see what it is? Look. This is about me because this is what I had to go through. Today I am sitting at 2,211 days. That's crazy. 11 days without a sip of alcohol in a consecutive fashion. What I'm saying to you is that 212 days ago, which that date would have been March the 21st, which is the last time I consumed alcohol well, period, point blank, but that was the last time that I was inebriated off of alcohol. And that was March 21st, 2019. Now, the significance of that for me was that, like I said, I could not have imagined on that day that 2,211 days later, I would be sitting here saying that I had not had a drink. Now, this story is my story, and I'm putting it out there because I'm going to do this every year, if God permits me, to commemorate. On Saturday, March the 22nd, was officially 6 years since the last time that I had a sip of alcohol. Now, it's significant for me because they got my son right here. Oh, they got my son right here. Let me give him a shout out. Yo, what's shaking, Pop? What's the word, mi amigo? Que bueno. What's good?
Family good?
Everybody good. Everybody bueno.
Okay.
You good? Still making it. Yo, look, hold on. Matter of fact. Yeah, but I know you be grinding. I know you. I ain't got to. I know you be grinding, son. But shit.
Audio make you grind.
I got audios, all that shit.
Audio?
Yeah, I already got here, Pop. Hey, hold that, man. Hold that.
No?
Nah, I'm good. Hold that. My man, son, you know, I fuck with you, man. You be out here grinding, doing your thizzle.
God bless you.
All the time. Bless you too, Pop. Be good, my guy. I'ma see you though, man.
Okay.
You know my people on here. This my man. Oh, look, we gotta do this. My man right here.
My brother.
My grinding all the time, son.
God bless you, good.
Good people. Mucho. Bueno. Yo, be good, Brody. See you, man.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, Bang, you see what I'm saying? So, for me, right? Yo, shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate everybody pulling up. So, like I said, like you know what I'm saying? My ride with alcohol, I mean, everybody had a ride, but for me, it started off I had my first time taking a sip of beer. It was 2 Heinekens at one of my uncle's infamous weekend-long parties. We Caribbean, so you know how it goes. It's nothing but rum, music, vibes, and just good times. I, as a young kid, like I don't know, I was explaining my last life, I was cool with entertaining myself, staying out the way. Guess my uncle saw that and was like, yeah, we're gonna bring you in the party. Here, hold these 2. Now listen, I think I was like 12 years old. Them 2, and it wasn't a big Heineken, 2 nips. But I tell you, when I took those 2 sips, I drank those 2 nips, man, that changed my whole outlook on life. I was like, what? Like, I was an introvert. So, that little bit, like they call that liquid courage. Yo, that brought, you know what I'm saying, that would allow me to, you know what I'm saying, mix and mingle with the older folks. Now, that wasn't the way that got me out the door, but it always stayed in my mind. Yo, that's what that do for a dude. That's what that do for a dude. So, long story short, few years go by, I end up moving my living situation. When me and my mother, we didn't get along, so I ended up with a different living situation. Whereas, so yeah, here we go. Good scene, and shoot. So yeah, so 12 years old was the first experience. I know what it did for me. I will say now I enjoyed it, but it wasn't the right way out the gate. Long story short, like I said, me and my moms, we didn't see eye to eye on situations, so we had changed my living situation. I ended up moving into a group home at the age of 16. So I left Brooklyn, I left Cries, Brooklyn, and moved to Left Rack City and thereabouts. And at that point, I'm in a group home. I'm free to do as I please, pretty much in my eyes. That's really what it was about. My mom was doing her best, but she was raising me to be soft. I couldn't see that way of life. I had to see what this world was about. So at the age of 16, I'm in this group home. I'm away from home with different elements, a different element of life. And then once again, me and my soon-to-be best buddy, we get look at this. What is this guy doing? What is he doing? He ain't no signal, no nothing. He just stops in the middle of the road. But I'm gonna keep my cool. I'm telling the story. So boom, I'm in the group home now. I'm seeing how it's moving. Some of the dudes is wayward. Like, really, son? Like, that's what we doing? So it took you like 2 minutes to figure out that I was behind you? Come on, man. Don't tell me to go now. I'm asking you a question. It took you 2 minutes to figure out that I was behind you? Yeah, I know. Now you want to think. Okay, next. I want to argue with you. I'm saying to you, it took you 2 minutes to figure out that I was behind you. Now you see what it is? You have a good day, brother. Be more conscientious. It's New York City. People got things to do, man. So boom. In the group home, I'm moving around, able to do I got my freedom now. I got to see what the world is like. Once again, me and my new best friend has been introduced in the game. I'm not going to say it was no peer pressure thing, but circumstances and situations. As a young dude, I want to experiment. We know how it is as young people. I want to experiment. I'm free. I ain't got moms overruling over me. The people that ran the group home, they was easy to manipulate, to be quite honest with you. I mean, they were good people, but you know, I wanted to do what I wanted to do. So long story short, me and my buddy alcohol become acquainted. And pretty much, I wasn't no big liquor drinker. And with the introduction of the alcohol, became the decisions and the choices that we make as humans. And I will tell you from the start of me and alcohol's relationship, as pretty as I painted that picture in my mind and as I dressed it up, because that's the thing about for me and my alcohol bout. In my eyes, I wasn't no knockdown sloppy drinker. But I mean, I had my times. I mean, when in my times in college, yeah, blackout drunk, white boy wasted, all that shit. I was for that in college. But as an adult and more mature person, what I would say, not so much. But it was just a constant thing. I had to have a cold one in my vicinity, in my hand. And that was, listen, there was times where I would walk into a store without the intention, because I mean, I'm drinking, a can of beer back, well, whatever, dollar change. Well, now $2, whatever. So that ain't but pocket change. I would literally go in the store with the intentions of, I don't know what I was going to the store for. I would say I wasn't going to buy nothing to drink. Come on, lady, it's not really that serious. You can wait, you got all that time to cross. I had go in there with no intentions on buying anything, but that was a joke. Because in my heyday, let me keep it a buck. At the end of my run, I did the average. I drank like 120 ounces of beer per day on a bad day. Now, if I had a celebration or something to go to, it was going down. But it was always the decisions, the decisions. Like I said, I could dress up my dysfunction, and I did a good job of it. I mean, it was a time where I was homeless driving a Benz. And I thought that was like, I knew it wasn't normal, but in my mind, through the goggle lenses of my cold beers, it was what it was. But yeah, today, I can say, now you got it, lady. I ain't tripping. But for today, because like I said, one day at a time, the hashtag, one day at a time. I can only do it one day at a time. But for me, in my situation right now, where I'm at in life, I know the consequences. Relax, man. That horn ain't gonna help you get nowhere. Relax, boss. No, son, come on now. Now you ODing, boss. Ah, you wilding right now. Come on. And you ain't leaving me nowhere to get around you. Come on, boss. That's the one thing about it. That's why people get blacked out in New York. Because all that inconsiderateness. I gave you the blind, now you taking up lights. But yeah, that was my dysfunction, man. I can make dysfunction look real good. Now I don't have to. So for today, I don't have to do none of that. Ain't no shame in my game. And I don't care what you say. If you's a grown man as an adult, anybody, let me say this, anybody dealing with a substance issue, this is not in any way directed at you to say you have to do this or that and the third. But when you've had enough, I get it. I've been there. You will only have enough when you had enough. None of this was done. I was never mandated. I was not mandated. It wasn't to save a marriage that was on the rocks at one point, like dead ass. Like it literally, the ship really had crashed already. I guess, but a search party came out and brought us back together. But I did it for me. Like I had enough. I can remember it. I remember the day. March 19th. I had left my bar that I shoot pool at. I was in there slide. I think I probably had some vodka already, pre-game a little bit. But I drank. I drank more than I needed to for no damn reason. Or more, well, yeah, cause I'm not, you know, I'm not Irish. Drank way more than I needed to. I showed up my homegirl's doorstep, plastered, and that was that. And that's, yo, listen, that was crazy because obviously she balked on me like, yo, what's wrong with you? This, that, and the third. Whoopty scoop. I didn't hear none of that. I was just appreciative that she opened the door for your boy, and I had to sleep in the car that morning. Because possibly if I had slept in the car that morning, I mean, I could have ended up getting arrested. But I never got one of those either. That's another crazy thing. I learned to drive along the road. I'm jumping around, but I also learned to drive under the influence of alcohol, which was crazy. A 78 box Chevy. Up in Binghamton, New York. Homegirl took me to some bar out in the wilderness. We go out there, she get plastered. She the driver. She get hammered. I barely got a driver's permit. I might have took a car around the block 2 or 3 times in my life at this point. Here I am driving this, here I am, intoxicated. Driving out of this place that I don't even know where the hell I am. No GPS back then. Somehow I figured it out, got us on the highway back. We back in Binghamton. And that was the adventure. And then shit got crazy. There was a point in my life where I wouldn't drive unless I was drunk. And not obviously not hammered, but yeah, I was not getting behind the wheel if I didn't have a couple of cold ones in me. Even up until recently when I had my bins. Once again, the homelessness. I kept a big gulp cup or one of those. I used to work in the Barclays Center, so like one of those size cups. Nice. Thank you. Go ahead, man. I kept one of those cups in my cup holder. And it just so like I don't prescribe this thing to anybody, but I know for a fact for me, it was only God that kept me out of not getting a DUI. Dead serious. Because I stayed with a cold one. I would get pulled over, but for some reason I would only get pulled over by detectives, gun squad, drug squad. They didn't care if I had bottles of liquor open or whatever. I mean, not riding around to sell. My friends or whoever ride with me, they wanted something to drink. I would have something to. I kept my cold one though. But for some reason, only the detectives would pull me over, no blue and whites. And it would just continue. And I ain't talking about 1 or 2 times. I'm talking about dead to rights like at least 5 or 6 times. That all you got? That's all you got is some beers and whatever. That's all you got? Yeah. All right, you good. Like, word? All right. And as we proceed, let's get to it. But yo, thank y'all for coming through and hearing my story. Like I said, today is 2,211 days that I ain't had a sip of alcohol. All praise to the Most High, because I know I couldn't do it by myself. And I didn't do it by myself. It wasn't me that decided to make me stop. I mean, it was me at the end of the day, but it wasn't me that removed everything. Like, I can go into a bar right now, like I do the same bar I used to get hammered in. I shoot pool there. There's no urge. I have no need. There's not a liquor in the world that I have a care or a need to taste, or for no reason in the world. Casamigos, all that. None of that. First of all, I couldn't drink none of that stuff because different, like tequilas and all that, no good. Instant blackout. Instant black. Yo, what up, Crook? What's good with you? Instant black. What up, Starlene? I'm just seeing you. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling. But yeah, no liquor. No tequila. That's tequila. When you say it's a spirit, that is Jekyll and Hyde juice for me. On the occasions that I've tried to mess with tequila, bad nights. Like I mean, half a shot glass, and that's all I remember drinking. But from the stories that I heard, it wasn't the only thing. So yeah, me and tequilas don't mix. Me, tequilas, and anything VSOP, no good. Jekyll and Hyde juice. And I'm good on that. I'm good on all that. Come on, go, man. Oh, don't run nobody down, boss. And look out for the Mercedes, because the Mercedes ain't stopping. Good job, buddy. So listen, yeah, it was a wild ride. I made a lot of great decisions. But the best one I made involving alcohol was leave it alone. And so far, 2,211 days, which really translates to 6 years and 2 days. But I keep it to the simplest compound because that's what it is. It's been a journey for me. And we here now. And I ain't never looked back. Like I said, for me, I ain't never looked back. But what's crazy is that early on, it was times like, I think I was like maybe a year. I hadn't had a drink for like a year. And I had a dream one time that I went to the bar and got hammered. Man, I woke up in a cold sweat like, damn. And for me, that just symbolizes that me waking up with that. I know if I go back to drinking, everything that I have worked for, every move that I made thus far is for nothing. It would have been for nothing. Because it might not be like, okay, like I'm smoking crack and I just run back and just start selling everything. No. But it'll be gradual. And that's not a lifestyle. That's not where I want to be in a mental space. And that's one thing I say that really had a hold of me. Was that goddamn alcohol. So good riddance and toodaloos. God bless you. Sirius S, welcome aboard. Great day. Happy Monday. James H, what's up, my guy? 2000. It's a big, like I said, it was wild because Saturday, I didn't even, like it's my sober day, if you're gonna keep it technical. March the 22nd of 2019 was the 21st was the last day that I actually, the 20th was the last day, 21st rather I should say, was the last day I got drunk. So the sober date is the 22nd, which is the day following. And what's funny is 6 years ago, it falls in line. The Friday was the 21st, I got hammered. And then from the 22nd on, I ain't had a drink. And I took the necessary steps. Like, I mean, when I say I didn't do it cold turkey, I did not do it cold turkey. I mean, I did do it cold turkey. You know what I'm saying? But and it was crazy because that little, I did the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I did the whole 22 days in a little rehab around the way. And the shit was funny because I was in there, and I said, "Look, I'm in there, right? By no means am I a pretty boy by any means, but I like to keep myself decently groomed and all that. For the most part. I mean, I had my phases back when I was dread, you know what I'm saying? I will go scruffy all the time and all that. But no, as a productive member of society, or just even fronting like I was back then, I try to keep myself well trimmed. But I went to this little facility, and I hadn't shaved week prior to going in there. So by the time I went in there, yeah, I was looking like I was on the things. And I took it, I mean, and for me, like I didn't go in there to front like I was better than thou. Because when it comes to addiction, the reality is an addict is an addict. Yeah, you can say it's this, that, and the third, or you know what I'm saying, but at the end of the day, it's all a disease, and it's all a poison that we put in our bodies. And it's got some have a physiological impact as well as mental and emotional, and some is just, I guess, emotional and mental. Alcohol, however, which I did not know, like they say that people can die from detoxing from alcohol and rehabbing from that. And like I said, my walk is no better than others. This is my walk. But I was like, wow, because I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't wake up with I didn't ever had the shakes, none of that. But I knew I couldn't, I didn't, yeah, back then, 2,212 days ago, I know I needed a cold one in my hand at all times. Next to me, around me, access to. And today, I don't live like that. And the byproduct of that is a whole lot of stuff. But it was the decision for me to say enough was enough with the dysfunction. Enough was enough with the not living life on life's terms. Enough was enough of abusing this substance that I see everybody else be good with. Could put it, you know what I'm saying, could have one or two and be good. Like me, shit. Yeah, the reason why I left alcohol alone, cause I knew alcohol was gonna kill my liver. Like liquor, like back. Let me see, when I stopped drinking, like I stopped drinking Hennessy in what? 2019. No, not 19. I'm saying 19. In 98, my fault, 98. In 98, 99, somewhere thereabouts, I stopped drinking Hennessy because that was another trip. It got to a point where I had the Hennessy bottle, you know, the regular shape of a Hennessy bottle. I was in Lawrence, Kansas. Be 100 and some degrees out there in the summertime. The liquor stores closed, I think, at like 10 or 11 o'clock. And I used to be out there bugging when my bottle get right above the label. So I used to have 2 bottles to get through the night. Dead serious. And at that level of drinking, my body rejected that early, so I went to bed. But it was crazy. 100 and some degrees. On Hennessy? What? But yeah, like I said, I ain't got to live that way no more. So I left Hennessy alone 98. I moved to vodka and all that. Vodka, splash, and cranberry. That was my preferred drink of choice in the bar. When I say a splash of cranberry, literally. Let me get that Kettle One, top shelf. My uncle, he was big on that Belvedere. But yeah, man. Yeah. But no more for me. By the grace of God, I thank him. But listen, like I said, once again, it was so many things that was my choices and decisions. Let's say my youngest son is what? My youngest son is 9. My oldest daughter, my oldest child, she's 22. She'll be 23 this year. Yeah, all that was bad business. I mean, I was with my daughter, but I wasn't I wasn't a parent to her. Physically, I was there, but mentally, I wasn't, because that was another situation. I fell into alcohol after her mother passed away. That was a loss. I lost like, what? Shit. Yeah, I lost 8 years to just wilding. Brought my daughter back from Ohio. My mom's held her down and I went bananas. Man. Went through that, my middle son. You know, like I said, a lot of dysfunction. A lot of me and his mom's falling out, separating, in and out the crib. All of that. But none, and through all of that, like I'm saying, when I was knee deep in it, none of that. That's a fact. Henny running strong. Look, me falling out off of Henny and it's still running strong. It's not an effect. Shout out to Henny. They doing what they doing. I just can't partake. But yeah, throughout all that, none of that was the impetus to make me say, yo, leave this stuff alone. Cause it had to be me. It had to be for me, because of me. And that's what happened. I mean, the week following, from April Fool's Day was officially when I went to check myself into my little vacation spot for a few days. But that week prior to that, that was crazy. But all of that was the week where it was. That was the week where I wasn't drinking. I was just there facing myself, and I couldn't do it. And that was when enough was enough. When I don't care. Like at that time, I was everything growled for the most part. It was still, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, making dysfunction look good. I was good at that. So the cover was great. But when I had enough of looking at that cover for what it was, that's when it was like, yo, this is it. We here now. And yeah, 6 years, 2 days later, we here. Life is not perfect, but I know what I have been able to accomplish. Found me a couple of hobbies. A hobby slash profession, passion, whatever you want to call it. And just, you know, living life without a chain. Literally, because that's what it was for me. They make jokes about the white being a ball. Nah, that alcohol was a ball and chain for me. Because no matter as good as, I don't care what I was doing in life. I done did it all. I done worked in corporate jobs, American Express, business, travel, all that. I did it. Owned a business that was, you know what I'm saying, made a little decent bit of money with my first wife. We hustled hard and we blew it. We made money fast and blew it just the same way. So, you know. But whatever it was, no matter how high I was in station in life, I would always allow the alcohol to bring me down. We ain't doing that shit no more. By the grace of God, one day at a time. Yeah. But y'all, I appreciate everybody for coming through and hearing me talk about my little situation, because at this stage in the time, like I said, nothing's perfect, but I'm good. I got me and my wife, we together. My kids, they respect me and they know my journey. I don't hide nothing from them. They know who I was and where I was at. The youngest one, he don't really get it, but he kind of get it. But whatever it is, at the end of the day, it's my story, and I gotta walk in it. And I know, like I said, these 2,211 days, that shit is crazy. 211. It still got some correlation to some goddamn other. That 211 in the mix. Yo, listen, let me tell you something. Oh no, then nah, that was yeah. When the towers came down, another thing, the towers came down. Listen, I was in Delaware, Newark, Delaware when the towers came down, 9/11, right? I had just brought my stepsons, my first wife, my baby girl wasn't born yet. I had just brought them to the city 3 weeks prior to check out the towers. 2 or 3 weeks prior to that, we had just been in the city. From Delaware to Stone's Throw. It's like down the block. I'm a driver extraordinaire, so that was nothing for me. So we drove up, came by my crib, took him to the World Trade Center before it came down. Now, on that Tuesday morning, that Monday, like I said, me and my first wife, we had a little business. We were door-to-door entrepreneurs, and we was selling a wonder cleaner. And that morning, that day, that Monday, I think we had like our highest sales day. I think probably made like 6 or 7 grand that day, working 4 or 5 agents. They was closing big sales. Bang on a Monday, I'm telling you. So my bar tab, I want to say, I'm not even gonna gas it, but I think my bar tab that night was around $200 something dollars. I was buying everybody drinks. My bank account was up right then. That $200 was nothing. So anyway, so that Monday night bar bill was a good 2 and change. I want to say at 8:45 or so, I hear my wife say, yo, somebody just flew a plane into the World Trade Center. Okay, in my mind, I'm thinking it was a Cessna. First of all, I'm thinking it was a little plane. I didn't think it was a 740, whatever it was, none of that. But the second thought that came to my mind was, God damn, he must have been on a night like me. Sure enough, I think I started shaking the cobwebs off, because she not bugging out, but the news is I'm hearing the news talking about, I'm starting to hear the word jet. Man, listen. I think after I made that thought, and I thought about it, like, damn, my bar tab was low decent last night. I know son was flying. He must have been flying A1 saucy. I think 5 minutes later, I sat up in the bed, and the next plane flew in. I was like, oh, hell no. Them niggas not drunk. It's going down. So, yeah, and that was... you know what I'm saying? I just know for this 2,211th day of no alcohol in my system. All praises to God. Removing the urge, the taste, the want, the desire, all that. Everything about me. Like I said, I can be around alcohol. There's not an alcohol in this world that interests me. That statement alone, being able to say that saying it with my chest, there's not one alcoholic beverage that I desire. Man, that's big. That's big. Say what up to Diddy's house. Shout out to Diddy house. Yeah, Diddy, we ain't drinking none of your Ciroc, none of that nastiness. None of that crap. Angie, baby, what up? Welcome aboard. How we doing? Happy Money Day. Yo, shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to everybody that comes and rocks with me. I truly appreciate y'all. It's not like I don't have friends in real life, but like I have, ooh, I do. I didn't want to splash that lady. That wouldn't have been nice or polite. Let me get out that lane. You know what I'm saying? I have friends in real life, and I'm pretty much a social person. I don't care if everybody like me, but you know what I'm saying? If I get along with people, it's all good. And I appreciate the people that I get along with on this app. Y'all cool beans with me. And like I say, DMW 247. The DMW really is my first three initials, right? My first three initials, 24/7. That's been I've carried that moniker a long time. I used to be back in Yahoo and AOL days blazing since 76 actually. Which really is 78, but I think 76 sounds better than blazing since 78. Well, anyway, long story short. So when I started messing with YouTube, I just used my first three initials and 247. And the significance of that being, I am who I am. DMW 24/7. I aim to be who I am in all and every aspect of how I carry myself. I stay in my lane and I stay in my body. I ain't looking for no more, no less than what if I ask for something, that's what I'm looking for, no more, no less. I don't like to ask for shit. So, trust and believe, you'll never get a call from me or anything like that. Yo, let me hold something. Not I, said the fat cat. I like to work for mine. Always been. But other than that, I like being who I am because it's easy for me to be me. Shout out to Dice, because Dice got the illest saying in the world, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up and try to be anybody other than me? That's a whole factoroni. That is such a true statement. I had a salesman that worked on a job with me named Carl T. Actually, real talk, she was my girlfriend at the time. He was her ex. And he used to say, he had this saying about in a sales game, why people are always in your business. It's 24 hours in a day. Do you have enough time to do what you need to do in those 24 hours? 9 times out of 10, if you're focused on your business, you don't. So wow, Frankie Booth Vertical, what's good? Welcome aboard, my brother. Peace, peace, peace. Glad to have you in the building. So why, if I only got 24 hours to conduct my affairs in business, why would I waste any of that time digging into your information, your business? Because we all know what you eat don't make me shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's nothing on your plate that I want. Now, if we can get a plate together, let's get to that. And let's figure that out. Shout out to Zip. But outside of that, if I see something that you got, it's never going to be an envious eye. It's going to be like, oh, how do you get to that? And maybe can I get away? But never in a way like maliciousness. I don't move like that. I like to get mines and do me and get to it how I see fit. And that way, at the end of the day, I'm not a soon-to-be 60-year-old banger looking at a Rico because he couldn't stay out the criminality. Shout out to that. No judgment zone, but we know what that is. But y'all appreciate everybody for popping in. Uncle Ralph, what's the word, man? Peace. Yeah, so this is my journey. Like I said, I ain't looking back. At this day, me and the wife, we in a good place. Nothing's perfect. We still working. My sons, I'm a leader to them, and that's what I choose to be. That's what I aim to be. Not choose. That's what my duty is to be to them, because I gotta make better me's. So that's what my focus is at. Academically, they solid, and if I can anyway direct them and shape them athletically, that's what I'm here for, to keep them and then also protect the whole household. So I gotta make it home. That's my priority, to make sure that they good. And I was able to see that, and it may sound corny, And it may sound like cliche, but for real talk, the disease that I was working with and my alcoholism, none of that mattered. And it's unless you've been there and you're dealing with it, you won't know. And God forbid you have to go through it. I hope you never do, because trust me, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. I wish that on no man. But if you need help, and if you don't realize you need help, I pray that you find a way to that, because yeah, it's freedom. That's what I need in my life. For all the oppression I don't need, for all the oppression that they say is around me, I don't need to oppress myself. You know what I'm saying? I got a granddaughter now, you know what I mean? That's crazy. And all that I say it, and when I say it, it's wild, because nigga's a grandfather. Me. And yeah, I got and I'm here. I got a grandfather. Like, I make jokes, and I used to call me Papa, but shit, I'm that age. I'm 54 years of age. I am not a pop. I am a grandfather. And I'm with that. But I take pop. My daughter like the pop. She think it's cool and cute. You know, I think I'm a little cool too. If I don't say so myself, you know. I ain't as cool as my teenage son, obviously. But I wasn't trying to run you down, mommy. My apologies, mommy. I wasn't trying to run you down. Sorry. I thought she was cutting it. Normally they go into the garage. She got a joint parked on the sidewalk. But yeah, so you know, like I said, this is my little journey. I thank God that I'm here where I'm at. I made it. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, you can dig through my story. Shout out to Rest in Peace, and God bless him. My young boy, Justin Kelly, he passed away. 30 days. 30 days out of, he ain't passed away, he got murdered. 30 days outside of me coming out of the facility and being on my path to sobriety. And if I tell you this story, matter of fact, it was 60 days. Because I had to cut him off for like 30 days once I got out to get myself right, because he was my road dog, my little drinking partner. And every time we worked in the Barclays Center, anytime we found undisturbed beverages, we would break them down. And he would continue to do it. And I would tell him, yo, I'm chilling. That's not me no more. And it got to a point that, like I said, I had to, like, you know what I'm saying, keep some distance to him. But it got to a point because he was living wrong, and he had wanted to move away from that life. So I had told the boy, I said, yo, listen, we gonna sit down. Mo, what's happening? Happy MONEEDAY. We gonna sit down and talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get up with you, and we gonna have a conversation, because he, you know what I'm saying, he was banging, he was a Crip. He had a 7-year-old daughter at the time. Working, but he was knee deep in alcohol, and he expressed to me, he said he wanted to chill out. He wanted to stop banging. True say, another Tuesday comes around, we work together. I said, yo, okay, we're gonna holler the Sunday coming. I think we had an early shift. We was gonna get off, and then I was gonna talk to him. Sure enough, the Wednesday, I didn't work with him. I didn't work on the Wednesday. He came in the Wednesday, worked, got off work, got to what he was getting to, and he went home that same night after work. It was a late shift, got around his way. It was a story in the Daily News. And he got murdered. The homeless man in front of the shelter, in front of the nursing home over there in Canarsie. Him and the man had words. The dude goes into the nursing home, comes out, blams him. That's where this spot happens at, and I'm gonna close with this, because like I said, my life, I know I'm here for a reason, because had I not stopped drinking when I stopped drinking, it was guaranteed, or it was a possibility, had we worked I would have got off work, went with him, and then we have been standing in that spot. He would have had words with that dude, and that dude would have came out and shot not 2 people, but 3 of us. Because he shot me, him, and his best friend used to hang out in that same spot. It would have been me, him, and his best friend got shot in the jaw, but he got bim. That was 60 days, give or take, in that range of me having enough. So yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm here, I made it. Thank you for everybody that came through. Thank you for the double taps, all the subs, everybody. I appreciate it. Yo, look, if you're going to unsubscribe, it's dead serious. If you are going to unsubscribe in 2 days, take it back now. Don't sub to me and unsubscribe. Please. Say that. But outside of that, man, appreciate everybody. Yo, look, Chip Lodi, what's up? 2L's up, what's good? I appreciate everybody for tapping in. The replay gang, y'all know what it is. Yo, Chip, appreciate you. I'm looking forward to. I got the Olympic sixes coming. So that little put together gonna work out right. You already know I'm gonna post it up and all that. But yo, appreciate everybody in the building. Y'all have a great money day. Get to it, stick to it. The hashtag is, are you locked in? I'm locked in. Keep doing what you're doing. Get to that, yo. You got a lot of sold out pieces that I wanted, but I know I was late on pulling the trigger. But yo, you tap in, everybody. Move around, mingle. Let's build these communities individually, but also collectively, because Google got money. I want to see some of that. So I appreciate everybody. Once again, like I said, I ain't got no long drawn out. It's Money Day. Thank y'all for popping in. We're going to catch up. You know my schedule, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Deuces. Y'all be good.